Man, fuck Dunkin' Donuts. Hey there, folks. I am the Mighty Plantain, and allow me to explain myself here. I don't necessarily dislike Dunkin' Donuts because of any of their business practices or any of their products. Their donuts are pretty good. I was slightly annoyed when they went from powdered sugar to glazed on their lemon jellies, but the lemon jelly with the glaze is pretty decent after all. Their breakfast sandwiches are decent. I'm not a big coffee drinker, and coffee seems to be their big selling point. Don't mind their coffee. I'm mostly annoyed at their fucking customers, man. You people who have just gotta get your Dunkin' Donuts in the morning. I get passed on the way to work by some asshole in a very unsafe place to pass, flying by me, only to get to the drive-through line at the local Dunkin' Donuts like 20 seconds ahead of me. As I pass them, I'm looking like, what the fuck, man? Why did you risk both of our lives in that maneuver just to get here this much sooner? Whatever, fuck you. That guy's probably being late, making himself late for work stopping at Dunkin'. And no other donut companies can compete. We managed to finally get 2 Krispy Kremes in this state, god damn it. Neither one of them survived. I mean, COVID partly didn't help with that, but all you fucking Dunkin' zombies couldn't give the other place a try. Krispy Kreme's been putting glaze on their lemon jellies for years, by the way, and it's pretty good. There's nothing better than a fresh, hot Krispy Kreme donut. Whenever you see that neon sign that says hot donuts now, you fucking stop in and you get one fresh off the line. Okay. Sorry, this is not a Krispy Kreme ad. This is a review of the Dunkin iced tea, Dunkin Spiked iced tea variety pack. Now, I was a little surprised to see this because I know that Dunkin has been, because they dropped the donuts from their name for some reason. Here in Maine and New England, it's going to be Dunks. I'm going on a Dunks run. You want something? Just get me a coffee. Going to Dunks. Not Dunkin'. Not Dunkin' Donuts like it used to be. Just Dunks. We're going to Dunks. Fucking, alright. Sorry. Customer base has nothing to do with the business itself. Let's talk about the fucking mixed spiked iced tea pack. I was surprised to see this. They've been partnering with Harpoon, another New England, Massachusetts, by the way, based brewery for a few years, doing different officially licensed Dunkin' and Harpoon beers, which have been good. But this is the first time I've seen a malt beverage with the Dunkin' branding on it. We're looking at the Dunkin Spiced Iced Tea Mix Pack. All 4 at 5% ABV. And we have 4 varieties. Slightly sweet iced tea with a twist of lemon, half and half iced tea, half tea and half lemonade, strawberry dragon fruit iced tea refresher, and mango pineapple iced tea refresher. So, I'm starting with the slightly sweet iced tea, which just has a twist of lemon, because I think that the tea flavor is going to be more prominent in this. Then we're going to go to the strawberry dragon fruit iced tea refresher, as I believe that flavor will be more mild. It's a couple of different fruit flavors there, but I think it's going to be more mild than the half and half, which is half lemonade. Citrus might overwhelm the palate a little bit more than dragon fruit and mango and pineapple. I put mango and pineapple third. I almost wanted to do it first because I've had issues with artificially flavored mango stuff in the past. I don't know if my taste buds are adapting or if companies are just getting better at making a less bitter, chemical tasting mango flavor than they used to be. But the mango pineapple, I'm still a little leery of the mango, but I think it's going to wreck my palate. Not nearly as bad as a half and half tea lemonade. That lemonade with the mostly citrus is probably going to be number 1. Anyway, I might be lining these up poorly, but this is just, I'm explaining my line of reasoning to you. So, here we go. Slightly sweet iced tea. By the way, thanks for bearing with my little tirade at the beginning. 21 plus, Contains alcohol. 5%. We mentioned that already. Brewed with real tea. Made in Puerto Rico. Shake well. Oh, it's not carbonated, I'm assuming. Do not litter. So I'm going to premium malt beverage with real tea and natural flavors. Nice. American Spiked Beverages, Boston, Mass. Oh, wait a minute. Dunkin trademark logos and trade dress are the property of the IP holder LLC, used under license. I wonder if American Spiked Beverages might not be a subsidiary of Harpoon. I don't know. I haven't heard them talk about making malt beverages, but the fact that American Spiked Beverages is out of Boston, Mass, and we know that Harpoon has the Dunkin licensing, it seems a little close to home. Again, I could be completely off on that. Let me know. Hit me up down below in the comments with the email link if you put more research into this than I did, because apparently I did none. See, it says shake well. It's obviously carbonated. That's slightly annoying. So shake well, allow to settle, because I did do a couple of taps on the cap there, which usually helps reduce any sort of, it provides a nucleation point, which will help to reduce any explosive carbonation that you build up in a carbonated beverage that's been shaken. Okay, but apparently not enough this time, so I'm glad I went slow on that. Definitely looks like an iced tea, although it is a bit darker brown and hazier and more carbonated than I'm used to from an iced tea. I mean, you don't get that kind of reaction when you shake up, well, maybe you do, when you shake up a Lipton or an Arizona or whatever, but definitely dark brown. It looks muddy, quite muddy. Smells like iced tea with a hint of lemon, which again, is exactly what they said it was going to be. Yeah, just iced tea with a hint of lemon. Smells like the old style, not that this is a bad thing, it smells like the old style KFC hand wipes that you used to get with that little lemony fresh aroma. Slightly sweet. Slightly lemony. Iced tea. That's actually pretty damn good. It's been a long time since I've had a Mike's. Not a Mike's. Mike's makes hard lemonade. Sorry. It's been a while since I've had a twisted tea, like the plain flavor twisted tea. This is less boozy. It's only at 5% ABV, which makes it less than the Beatbox stuff, and maybe about equivalent to twisted tea, but this is actually less boozy in terms of flavor than any hard tea I've had in recent memory. Not that it's not there at all. There is a slight hint of booziness there. But it's just slightly there. Overall, smooth, easy to drink. It's exactly what you expect. It's a slightly sweet iced tea with some lemon and alcohol. That's, yeah. It's not bad at all. I got nothing bad to say about it, but it's not quite blowing me away. Like I said, it's a little smoother than some of the iced tea stuff I've had recently. But then again, the last time I had a hard iced tea, it was at like 11.1%, at least double the booze. I'm trying to think back, cast my mind back to the last time I had a twisted tea. And you know what? I think I'm hitting the slightly sweet iced tea from Dunkin with a 4 out of 5. I was sitting at a 3.5, but then when I thought about it, I'm like, I honestly think this is less boozy than twisted tea. So I'm going to give it some extra points for that. Now, on a scale of 1 to 5, a 2.5 is average. So if I was going to hit it with a 3.5, which I think is about where a lot of twisted teas land for me, 3 or 3.5 category, depending on how boozy and the other flavors included with them. But the flat-out twisted tea usually lands at a 3.5. My God, I am running off of the mouth and over-explaining. I'm sorry, this might not be my first set of drinks for the evening. Anyway, this one's hitting me with a 4 out of 5. That's where I'm landing on that for now. I'm going to finish this up. Probably slow the fuck down because, again, I'm already getting quite chatty and we're only one drink in here. And then we will go on and move on to the Strawberry Dragon Fruit Iced Tea Refresher. All right, next up, Strawberry Dragon Fruit Iced Tea Refresher. Brewed with real green tea. Huh. Okay. We'll have to check the other fruit flavored one. So this one's made with green tea versus tea. Premium malt beverage with real green tea, natural flavors, and vegetable juice for color. I think a trademark logo, blah, blah, and everything else here is the same. Pardon. Shake well. We saw how that turned out last time. So we're going to shake well, but we're also going to be very cautious opening this, and I'm going to give it now. I do this with every carbonated beverage before I open it, and especially shaking them. Tapping the top of a can provides a natural nucleation point that allows any excess carbonation built up in there to cavitate towards the bottom and release any of those gases. So hopefully, even if you have a soda that's been a little bit abused, it doesn't explode on you. Okay. Less energetic than last time, maybe because of the tapping, the more thorough tapping. Maybe not, who knows, but you know. This could also be less carbonated than the regular tea. So it is a green tea versus the tea, but that shouldn't really make a difference. All right. So obviously pink, strawberry dragon fruit, hazy, and like this milky haziness that I see in a lot of these premium malt beverages and seltzers, although this is not a seltzer, this is a malt beverage made with real tea and fruit flavor, and in this case, apparently some juice. So pink, almost citrusy looking pink, although it's strawberry and dragon fruit, so it's not citrus, but it has that grapefruit appearance or pink lemonade appearance. So just as a comparison. Nice, sweet berry aroma. Now, I don't necessarily have the ability to distinguish dragon fruit from strawberry in terms of aroma or flavor because I haven't had a lot of experience with dragon fruit outside of alcoholic beverages, honestly. But I'm going to venture to guess there is some dragon fruit aroma in there because there's the regular strawberry, and then there's this subtly different, slightly waxy coconut and berry aroma that I've started to associate with dragon fruit, whether right or wrong. So smooth, almost creamy, almost a creamy texture and mouthfeel. And in the finish, there's this slightly dry. It's got a slightly dry finish. The dry finish, I think, is due to the tea. Like, I think green tea is like a gin. No, green tea does not contain ginseng by nature. Green tea is just made from a different type of tea leaf than tea. But I think that dry finish is coming from the green tea. Wow. It definitely has a distinctly leafy green tea finish. A slight hint of sweetness there. I'm focusing mostly on the finish because it's sticking with me more than anything else. I mean, up front, that's a nice fruity strawberry and dragon fruit, I assume. Fruity berry flavor. Still that slightly waxy character to the fruit flavor, with maybe that hint of coconut I mentioned before. I'm not sure what dragon fruit is supposed to taste like by itself, but again, I've started to associate coconut and waxiness with dragon fruit, but strawberry. And then slightly bitter, leafy tea finish. It's green tea. It's different, it's interesting, and it's complex. I'm not quite at this like wow level on it, but at the same time, I don't think I've ever had this distinct combination of flavors in anything else, and it's really fucking working. Look how fast it's going down. So with that lack of a wow reaction, that's really the only thing that's keeping me from rating this at a full-on 5 out of 5. I'm hitting it with a 4.5 out of 5. It's remarkably complex and interesting, different, and just plain good. So we are 4.5 out of 5 for this one. I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to finish it on camera. Fuck this. There it is. 4.5 out of 5 on that one. Yeah. I'm going to do what I normally do in between beverages and cleanse the palate with some water. Rinse this glass out so it doesn't interfere. Dry it up a little bit. And then grab the mango pineapple. But honestly, that's the only time I'm going to take in between these takes is cleansing the palate and rinsing the glass. Because, yep. All right. So, mango pineapple refresher, brewed with real green tea. So this one's a green tea as well. Shake well, premium malt beverage with real green tea, natural flavors, and colored with beta carotene. Oh, nice. Colored with beta carotene. So that's a natural coloring. All right. Same deal as the last fruit included green tea refresher. Go ahead and give it that shaking up like it says. Shake well. Same thing. Now, slowly. Okay. Just that first one that kind of spurted on me has me nervous now because I've had other beverages where that said shake well and it wound up being a mistake. Wow, that definitely looks like More pineapple than mango, but certainly looks like a pineapple mango beverage. I'm smelling more mango than pineapple from back here, but we'll see what happens when I get up closer to it. Yeah, some of you caught that. Quite cloudy, slightly effervescent. That cloudiness, okay, never mind. I was going to say that cloudiness almost looks like it's coming from particulate matter in the drink, but it's like, I assume this is going to be really, really thick because there's a lot of small bubbles that are not popping up to the surface very fast. Yeah, definitely getting that mango aroma. And as I said at the top of the video, artificial mango, and although this doesn't say artificial flavors, but even natural mango sometimes have this weird bitter aftertaste that puts me off a little bit. Hint of pineapple underneath all the mango, but primarily mango. It does have a bit of a thick mouthfeel to it. I don't know if this is because of the natural versus artificial nature of the mango or because it's blended with the pineapple, but I'm not getting any of the off-putting bitterness that I usually do from mango flavored beverages. Not getting as much of a tea flavor to it though. There's like this hint of leafiness underneath the mango flavor, which is primarily sweet mango that blends really, really well with that slightly tart and acidic pineapple. There it is. Like on the back of the palate in the finish, there's that tea, that brewed green tea flavor. Well, that's another really solid combo. It's not quite tickling my fancy as much as the strawberry dragon fruit, but still nice and sweet, pretty good. I gotta hit this with a 4 out of 5. Again, it's not like putting me over the edge, like wow, and blowing me away. It's also not quite as well blended and pleasant as the strawberry dragon fruit, but honestly, for a mango and pineapple combo with the tea just slightly underlying it and not even a hint of booziness, yeah, I'm not quite enjoying it enough to put it up to the 4.5 out of 5 like I did with that last one, but that's a solid 4. Like candy in a glass, for fuck's sake. Not fucking bad. All right, I'm gonna finish this up and we're gonna move on to the last one, the half and half iced tea and lemonade. All right, and last up we have the half and half iced tea, half lemonade, brewed with real tea. So we're out of the green tea. Also says shake well. Premium malt beverage with real tea, natural flavors, and colored with beta carotene. All right, now here's where I find out if the citrusy flavor of the half lemonade. That's an Arnold Palmer, right? Half tea, half lemonade, half iced tea, half lemonade. Anyway. Here's where I find out if I was right to tea, not green tea. Yeah, see, even your Liptons and Arizonas they say to shake well, but there's still just enough carbonation in them that they're going to do that. But it's carbonated enough to give you that little pop in the spurt, but not enough to like foam up and go crazy when you dump it aggressively. That's what it is. That's lighter. That's actually lighter than the slightly sweet iced tea. That's the lemonade coming in. I mean, that definitely looks like particulates as well as bubbles in there, like slowly floating up. But I'm guessing it's mostly particulates because what's catching the light isn't moving that much. But it is very hazy, very milky looking. Looks more like lemonade towards the bottom, more like iced tea towards the top. This is definitely a yellow darkening to a brownish color up there. Okay, that's got a very earthy aroma. Maybe a slight hint of citrus from the lemonade portion, but it's mostly got an earthy, leafy tea aroma. Says it's 50-50 though. Yeah. It's like a sweet canned iced tea mixed with a slightly acidic and less sweet lemonade. It's definitely got more lemony citrus flavor than like a brisk or an Arizona, like I mentioned before. And about 50-50, I guess. But it's not tending towards like a real lemony lemonade, if that makes any sense at all. In other words, I think the iced tea half is going further towards mellowing out the lemony flavor of the lemonade than the lemonade is working towards combating the tea flavor in it. So I have no doubt it's 50-50 mix, but the tea's winning the flavor contest. Man, it's good. Smooth. Easier drink. There's a little hint of the booziness is creeping in on the back end, and it's just mixing just right with a hint of bitterness from the tea and some of the lemony flavor, the overly citrus lemony flavor without the sweetness to balance it out. So it's got a little bit of a slightly unpleasant aftertaste in finish. But overall, not bad. Hitting this one with a 3.5 out of 5. It's not quite as delicious and easy to drink as some of the others, but it's not bad either. Just the slight hint of potentially unpleasant finish to it that. And I'm going to put the half and half at the bottom of the pile. Not that I'm going to have any trouble drinking them. I'm just, they're not going to be my number one go-tos in this pack. Again, 3.5 out of 5. 2.5 is an average rating, so 3.5 is distinctly above average. It's a good, delicious, easy drinking beverage. It's just not as pleasant as some of the others, so it's got that, like I've described, a slightly off-putting flavor, but not off-putting enough, obviously, that I can't drink it. So, anyway, nice, solid pack. I got nothing bad to say about the Dunkin Spiked, other than the whole tirade at the beginning of the video. Thanks for suffering through that, by the way. Pardon. But definitely a solid mix pack. You should check it out. When you do, hit me up down below in the comments for the email link. Love to hear what you have to say about any of these individually or all four together. Got this weird burps / almost hiccups situation happening, and it's not that great. But again, these aren't my first set of beverages this evening, so dealing with a couple of things going on here. Anyway, when you're done with the comments and the email link, let me know what's going on and how much you enjoyed or didn't enjoy this setup. Don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Till next time, folks, thanks for tuning in. Cheers. And if another Krispy Kreme opens in the state, fucking go see them. Spend a lot of money there. God, I want a Krispy Kreme near me.